I remember buying a blue Snowball back in 2016 and I remember not liking it. But getting a decent microphone for the price also wasn't very simple back then. But in 2021, there are a lot of great microphones for roughly around 50 bucks, which made me instantly push people away from getting one. Well, here I've actually got the blue Snowball iCE and I'm mixed about it in a sense, but ultimately I will have a developed opinion by the end of this video, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Before we continue, I just want to remind you that we have a Twitch channel where we stream every Friday and Saturday from 8 p.m. and to 10 p.m. Eastern time, so why not go ahead and drop a follow? And also don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and also make sure to check out the merch store. There's plenty of black and white sweetness to choose from up there, so go ahead and check that out. And then make sure to take a look at the podcast as well, as the podcast always goes live every Wednesday and Sunday. And with that said, enough rambling, let us get straight into the video. So now here's a quick disclaimer. I'm going to be recording this entire review with the blue Snowball iCE so that you can get a pretty good idea of what this microphone sounds like for content creation. I'm also going to be streaming with it later tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time so that you can get a pretty good idea of what it's like to stream with a microphone like this. So links to my Twitch are going to be down in the description for that, so do make sure to click on that, and I look forward to seeing you there. Now let's begin with an unboxing. Just go ahead and remove the plastic cover, then open up the box, and inside you're going to find the elaborate packaging for the microphone itself, and digging even deeper, you're going to find a tripod and a mini USB cable for power and data. The exterior design consists of plastic, though I will admit that the Snowball looks really good in this color. The build isn't exceptional by any means, but this is still nice and it is fine for the price. I especially do like the look of the grill on the front and the logo in the front as well, and the stand is also plastic, but it does have metal legs and it only has one position, by the way, so these are not adjustable. Overall, I do like the look of this microphone, and I will accept the fact that it has a mini USB port since it is at least better than a micro USB port, and it also has a built-in tilt mechanism to it, which is going to be built onto the microphone itself, and I actually really don't like it because it doesn't let you adjust it in many ways, and it does make this really annoying sound that I absolutely hate. Otherwise, it is good enough for the money. And so with that said, I feel like just going straight into the sound test here. Now this part is going to be done without any music, so that you can get a good understanding of what this microphone sounds like for content creation or just regular spoken word applications. This microphone sounds pretty good, I would say. And I do wonder why I hated on this microphone so much back then. Well, now granted, this isn't the exact same microphone that I looked at years ago, but this still sounds pretty good, and I would say that it's easily on par in terms of sound quality to the Razer Siren Mini at the same price tag. However, as this is a condenser microphone, well, a cheap condenser microphone at that, it's going to pick up a lot of outside noise easily, and I do remember this being a pretty big issue for me back then as well. And another thing is that this microphone definitely sounds better from up close, and that's going to be due to its proximity effect. And I would say that that's how it probably sounds the best, but I would say that even like this on the desk, just speaking at it directly with its own tripod, it does sound pretty good as is. But hopefully you'll be using this microphone in a rather sound-treated room, or at the very least, something that is less exaggerated than what I have here, since I do have sound panels pretty much everywhere for decorations and also to help with sound treatment and things like that. So yeah, and also it is worth noting that this microphone does actually handle plosives pretty well because it has a pretty thick built-in pop filter onto it, and it does actually make a pretty big difference whenever you're speaking into this microphone in comparison to something like the Razer Siren Mini, for instance, which does have more of a plosives issue since it doesn't really have that much protection for the capsule itself. So when it comes to complaints, I don't have many here. It does, however, suck that the stand only has one position. It also sucks that the only thing that you can do with this microphone on Blue's own Sherpa software is adjust the microphone gain, and that's really about it. There's no headphone jack here either for monitoring, but that's expected at this price. Also, I do wish that this tilting mechanism didn't have that annoying sound to it, as if I had to adjust the microphone during a stream or something like that, it would definitely hurt someone's ear, and it's not like this has a built-in mute switch or anything like that, so they would kind of just have to deal with it, or I just wouldn't wouldn't adjust it at all. And I will also say that I do wish that this microphone had a mute switch or mic gain knob just somewhere on this microphone, but you do need software to adjust the gain always. So those are my thoughts on the Blue Snowball iCE. This is a good microphone for 50 bucks, but I do still prefer the Siren Mini since it does a better job at rejecting sound from the sides and the back, though not by much, and for $10 more, the SoloCast is actually a much better option because it does have a mute switch, USB-C, and things of the like, and it's even built better, I would say, and the stand itself also has a lot more angles for adjusting it and things of the like. I did make a full review of this microphone too, so I'm going to leave that link down in the description as well as a review to the Razer Siren Mini as well, because these are both really good alternatives. And I will say that Blue did miss out a bit on making this microphone more customizable or a better value, or at least just have more ways of adjusting settings on this microphone on the shell, even if it is minimal, like even if it is just a mute switch or like a volume knob or something like that. The Snowball iCE is certainly better than I remember, and I do still like what they did with this microphone. So yeah, I can recommend this microphone for just around 50 bucks, but hopefully less, because for $10 more, the SoloCast is a much better buy in my opinion. So do look out for the SoloCast instead if you can, but if you can't get this microphone for stock reasons per se, then this is still going to be a great option for sure. And yeah, I do have to say, decent job here, Blue. And if you're interested in purchasing this microphone, then I'll be making sure to leave affiliate links down to Amazon in the description. And if you end up using any of my links, I do get a small commission that does help out the channel quite a bit. And I'm also going to be leaving links to Lesser, which is going to be a great tool for helping you find sales on different kinds of tech, including USB microphones. So do make sure to use that as well, if anything. And also don't forget that I'm going to be streaming with this microphone on Twitch tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time, as in like the same night this review comes out. So do make sure to check it out over there. I'm going to be leaving links to my Twitch down in the description. And also do make sure to subscribe to Tech Summit for the Tech Summit podcast, because we do have that podcast that does go live every Wednesday and Sunday. So do make sure to subscribe for that. And there's also going to be the Tech Summit Discord in case you do have questions or would just like to get together with the rest of the community. Links to that down below. And also don't forget that I do have a Twitter and an Instagram in case of anything. I'm going to be leaving those down below as well in case you do prefer those. But with that said, this has been Francisco from Tech Summit. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be seeing you all later. Enjoy.